everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of...
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
58, boy. Rabbit.
They'll run on first down. Whittington, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Way to be there, baby.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Squeeze, double.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. It's caught by Davis.
Yes, sir!
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Right there. You're not ready.
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Now, 18 Gator. Substitute the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. Ready.
On first down, Emery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. He just stuck out there, and then he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll let this go. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another. And it's blocked. And the Bengals have got it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30, but he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked, because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Nicole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll run on first down. Emery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 110 yards in the score.
And the way they ran the ball last week had to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile of yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
25, check 25, check 25.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 13. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Allen hit. He lost the football. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Set hut, 90, Wolf.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Let's go.
On first down, Emery. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown.
Let's
Cincinnati.
Go. Interception, baby, all day.
Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Baby, get him, boy.
And what with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Allen. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Hey, that's all day, baby.
This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up, but relentless. That's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bengals defense gearing up as they take the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following this. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson.
Yeah!
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go!
At the 39-yard line. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
You got three down.
At the 32-yard line. They run the counter. Whittington. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play the back 7 on defense, that's...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, Touchdown, Chicago.
Yeah.
A big play
Touchdown.
there.
Touchdown,
An
baby.
80-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Back him up, back him up.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. And another score by the Texans, so they've added on to their lead. They'll run on first down. Emery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll look to throw here on first down. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 2nd and 9, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing now is Allen.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On first down, Emery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're able to locate Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go!
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. touchdown. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They got to feel great.
Defensively, a backbreaker. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He can't get him down. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw again. Now he's flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Don't be mad for it. And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. He's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Hey, there it is.
A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done. Taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now they try to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. He's got it to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interceptions. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Emery. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. Lock it in. Under get. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Emery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 10 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners.
Yeah.
Who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go. Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.